Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to explore one of the most dramatic and defining moments of this war, the story of Crimea on fire as Russia faces strikes from Storm Shadow missiles. This event is not simply about explosions in a contested region, it is a story of technology, strategy, psychology, and a shift of power on the battlefield. To understand the weight of what has happened, it is important to review this missile system in detail as if we are evaluating a product with an exterior, an interior, performance capabilities, safety measures, unique features, the cost involved, and finally, what it all means in the larger picture of the conflict. When you first see the exterior of the Storm Shadow missile, it may not immediately appear as terrifying as its reputation suggests. It is sleek and long, about 5 meters in length, designed to look almost ordinary when placed next to other modern cruise missiles. But appearances can be deceiving, because the design choices are all about efficiency and invisibility. The shape is carefully constructed to minimize drag, allowing it to glide through the air at subsonic speeds while staying hidden from radar. The wings fold into the body when stored and extend upon launch, giving it aerodynamic stability. Its casing is covered with radar-absorbing materials, ensuring that by the time enemy radar picks it up, it is often too late. From the outside, the Storm Shadow looks like a sharp blade, and its very build tells you that this weapon is not meant to be flashy, but deadly and silent. In Crimea, that exterior proved its worth, as Russian defenses were left scrambling when the missiles struck with little warning. Looking into the interior, the technology inside is what truly makes Storm Shadow a next-generation weapon. Packed within the slim body are advanced navigation systems that combine GPS, terrain-following radar, and inertial navigation. This allows the missile to literally hug the ground, following valleys and landscapes at low altitudes, making it almost invisible to conventional radar sweeps. Even more impressive is its imaging infrared seeker that activates in the final stages of flight. This seeker matches what it sees with preloaded images of the target, ensuring near pinpoint accuracy. Sitting inside is also a broach warhead system, designed in 2 stages. The first charge penetrates hardened surfaces such as bunkers or fortified depots, and the second massive explosive follows through, creating devastating damage inside the target. All of this fits neatly into a compact system, a masterpiece of modern engineering that is not just about destruction but about precision and certainty. When analyzing performance, the Storm Shadow has already demonstrated why it is feared. With a range of about 250 kilometers, and in some modified versions even more, it gives Ukraine the ability to strike far behind Russian front lines. This means that critical bases, supply depots, and command centers in Crimea, which once felt safe, are now vulnerable. The missile flies at subsonic speed, but its low-level flight path, weaving through terrain, makes it extremely difficult to intercept. Russian defenses such as the S-300 or S-400 are built to target high-flying or faster-moving threats, but Storm Shadow exploits the gaps in those systems. The performance is not about speed alone but about survivability and certainty, and in the battlefield of Crimea, the missile has proven its reliability. Reports have shown that Storm Shadow strikes have destroyed ammunition depots, damaged airfields, and disrupted logistics, all while bypassing dense Russian air defense networks. Its performance is not theoretical anymore, it has been tested in combat, and it has delivered results. Safety features in a weapon like this may sound contradictory, but they are absolutely vital in modern conflict. The Storm Shadow is designed with mechanisms that ensure it does not strike unintended targets. Its guidance system ensures it follows a planned route and only locks onto the assigned target. This is important because in regions like Crimea, there are civilian settlements near military facilities, and the risk of collateral damage is always present. By ensuring accuracy and control, the missile reduces unintended destruction, which is both a moral and strategic advantage. In fact, minimizing civilian harm keeps international support strong for Ukraine, while still delivering punishing blows to Russian forces. Another layer of safety lies in the arming process of the warhead. It does not fully activate until the missile is well into its flight, reducing the danger of accidents during storage or handling. This combination of precision and controlled lethality makes Storm Shadow not just a dangerous weapon, but a responsible one in the eyes of its users and supporters. The unique selling points of Storm Shadow are what make it stand out in the entire arsenal of Ukraine. First and foremost, it provides long-range precision strike capabilities that Ukraine previously did not have. Before the arrival of these missiles, Ukraine's strikes were limited to shorter ranges, leaving many Russian bases and supply hubs safe. With Storm Shadow, the equation has changed, and Russia can no longer assume safety simply because of distance. Second, its stealth characteristics and terrain-hugging flight path mean that even advanced air defense systems struggle to stop it. This makes it far more valuable than weapons that can be intercepted easily. Third, the Broach warhead allows it to destroy fortified targets that ordinary artillery or drones cannot penetrate. This makes it ideal for destroying bunkers, command centers, or bridges, which are critical for supply routes. Lastly, the psychological effect is perhaps just as important as the physical destruction. Every strike reminds Russian forces that their rear bases, their depots, and their airfields are vulnerable. This forces them to spread out resources, relocate supplies farther back, and operate under constant stress. It shakes morale and complicates logistics, which in warfare can sometimes matter as much as the battlefield itself. The price of Storm Shadow is high, with estimates running into several $1 million per missile. On paper, this may sound like an extravagant cost, but war has its own form of accounting. If one missile worth a few million can destroy an ammunition depot that holds supplies worth hundreds of millions, the investment is more than justified. Additionally, the political cost to Russia of losing critical assets or appearing vulnerable in Crimea is enormous, far greater than the financial cost of the weapon itself. For Ukraine, these missiles were supplied by allies like the United Kingdom and France, which means the direct financial burden is not on Ukraine alone. Instead, it is an example of international military aid being used in the most effective way possible. Each missile fired carries not only destructive power but also symbolic weight, representing international support and advanced Western technology making its way into the conflict. In this way, the price is not just a number, but a statement of commitment and resolve from Ukraine's partners. In conclusion, the story of Crimea on fire after being struck by Storm Shadow missiles is about much more than explosions. It is about how technology has reshaped the battlefield, how a single weapon system can alter strategy, and how precision and stealth can give a smaller nation the ability to challenge a larger one. From the exterior design that makes it aerodynamic and stealthy, to the interior packed with advanced guidance and powerful warheads, to its performance that defies layered defenses, the Storm Shadow has proven itself as one of the most effective weapons in modern warfare. Its safety features ensure it strikes only what it is meant to, its unique selling points make it irreplaceable in Ukraine's arsenal, and its high price is more than compensated by the results it delivers. The impact is felt not only in the destruction of military targets but also in the psychological blow it delivers to Russian forces, who now know that no base in Crimea can be considered untouchable. For Ukraine, this is not just about damaging facilities but about proving capability and resilience, showing allies and enemies alike that advanced technology can level the playing field. Crimea on fire is not just a headline of destruction, it is a signal of how precision, strategy, and advanced engineering can change the course of a war. The Storm Shadow is not just a missile, it is a symbol of adaptation, of international support, and of the evolving face of warfare where distance, defenses, and fortifications are no longer guarantees of safety. This story, this strike, and this weapon will be remembered as a turning point in the battle for Crimea and perhaps in the broader war itself.